Hi friends, in the previous class we discussed about command line arguments. So let us see one more example for calculating the number of command line passed at the number of input passed at the command line argument. So see, here I am writing this program to calculate the number of arguments passed at the command lines. Okay, and let us write the command line for this program by using a new style which is available in a Java program. So here I am including the line statement. This program uses command line argument as a input. So once the command line is done, next step is create the class by using the keyword class. And here I am giving a class name as command line argument. In short form, line test. Command line test. Okay. Open the class and next line, write the next line. So if this is one class in our program, we have to use a main method in this class only. Okay. So our main method is public static void main. Okay. And for this main method, we have to pass a one single argument of a type string array. And next, open a method. So in the main method, I am declaring the variables to count the number of argument passed at the command line, and for every iteration we have to count the value. So for that purpose I am using a one looping variable, that is I. In a loop, in a while loop, I want to use a one variable, so I am declaring that variable in a main method only. And the next here variable, here I am declaring a str of a type string. Okay, to store the command line argument value. That's why here I am using a str. Okay, and see here in the next step I am writing a one statement, count is equal to args.length. So why we need to write this statement? So in Java we can automatically calculate the length of the array by using array name dot length. So ಈ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ automatically we can calculate the length. Okay, and in the next step we are here I am printing the number of argument passed at the command line. So calculated value will be stored in where? It is stored in a count. So print the value of a count by using a method println. So automatically we will get a number of argument passed at the command line. So in the printing statement I am writing the statement like number of command line arguments are. So which variable we need to print? We need to print the value stored in a count. So print the value of a count. So it will be the statement. So in the next step, I want to print the value of a command line argument which are passed as a input. So for that purpose, here I am using while loop. So in while loop, I am using a one variable, that is I, as a loop incrementing variable. Okay, open the while loop. So first we have to store the value. We have to find the the value passed at the command line argument can be accessed by using its index. So for that purpose, str is equal to args of I. So I stores the I value. Initially what is the value of I? I value is 0. Okay. So for every loop iteration it will increment the value of I. That's why we have to write the incrementing statement. I is equal to I plus 1. So for every loop it will increment the value of I. So loop will execute until the loop condition become false. Okay. And see, this will print the value of count. Okay. In the next statement, what we have to print? I want to print the value of I. So value of I is print. Next, I want to print a semicolon after the value of I. So colon, not a semicolon. So place a colon in between a double quotation. Okay, next I want to print a statement as Java is a. This is not a command line argument. This is passed to the println method. Okay. And in the next step, I want to print the value stored in a variable str. So don't put str in between the double quotation. Okay. Once the str value is print, I want to print one exclamatory mark. So place that within a double quotation. Okay. So our program is done. We calculated the count of a number of arguments passed by the command line, and we also print the one by one. So next step is save the program. This program I already saved in a bin directory. So if the location is already bin directory, you need not to move. Directly you can save the program. So save the program. Okay. And next we have to open the command prompt. Click on start, type cmd. So it will then open the command prompt. So change the directory to the bin directory, Java bin directory. cd backslash cd java cd jdk and cd bin. So now you are presently in a bin directory. That means present working directory is bin directory. And the next step is compile the program by using Java compiler. So Java C file name dot Java C Java. So see, there are some errors. So some errors are there. So remove those errors by moving to the appropriate line. It will also specify the line number where error occurs. Open the notepad and move to a particular line number. So line number will be displayed here. So that place the cursor, you can see the line number. So see here, I placed I within a quotation. That's why I remove that quotation, single quotation. So again save the program and compile it once again. So again once saved, again next step is again compile the program. So again there are some errors are there. So what are the errors? See, and again move to the appropriate line number, you will find the error or a mistake or a bug. Okay. So here in the system.out.println, I missed dot operator in between out and println. So put the dot operator in between out and println. Again save the program and compile it once again. See, again one more error is there. So again move to the line number. Open the notepad. So again there is a error. Again I missed a dot operator between a out and println method. So in the line number 15, so I missed dot operator. Put a dot operator between out and println. Again save the program and open the command prompt which is minimized. Again compile the program. So again there are no errors. You have successfully executed the compile the program. Next step is execute the program. So while executing the program, we have to pass a command line arguments. Okay. So Java file name and arguments. So see which arguments here I am passing. So Java is a simple, robust, object-oriented programming space language. So the space provided in between the two arguments is considered as a different arguments. This is a one argument, simple is a argument, object is a argument, robust is a one more argument, object oriented is a one more argument, and programming is a one argument, and language is a one argument. Okay. See, if you want to combine two or more words like object oriented, you have to use a underscore operator. If you provide a space in between these two words, it will be considered as a two different arguments. Okay. So avoid this. So you have to use a underscore to combine two words. And when you execute this program, we'll get the output like this. Command line arguments, the number of command line arguments are 5, and first argument is simple and second argument is robust, object oriented programming language. So these are the argument passed at the command line. So try yourself. If you have any doubts, you can ask. And see, this is our program.